Hey everybody, welcome to BevNerd 21 Plus. This is episode 2 for June 10th, 2011. I'm your host Jason Coleman, and I'm joined by a fellow BevNerdian, Justin Smith. Now, who the heck are you?
That's a good question. I'm just a regular bro like anybody else. Jason here, you all know, BevNerd. Really loves soda, geeks out about soda, and has this wonderful little podcast he does. Well, for me, I really geek out about beer. I really like it, and I'm still learning. Pretty much every beer is an adventure, because once you think you've conquered one, you think I found my favorite beer, there's more. Trust me. I
know Justin Smith. He's a local drunk, and he can help me out on my quest to learning everything about beverages. Speaking of beverages, what do we have in front of us today, Justin?
Well, Jason, what we have here is kind of a since it's summer, we're gonna go with some light beers, probably like a pale ale. Now, not like light, like Bud Light or anything like that, but more of like, more of like just a pale ale, a good summer beer. Anything that just make you just want to curl your toes up after a long hard day of work, just chill, have a good time.
I love curling my toes up.
For those of you that don't know, I'm a 40-year-old man trapped in a 27-year-old man's body. So
it's the best body he could do. So what I see in front of us, we seem to have a couple of brewskis from Sweetwater Brewing Company, and that's based out of Atlanta, Georgia. And then we have a Magic Hat, which is number 9, is the brew right here, and they're from Burlington, Vermont. We're going to crack these open. We're going to smell them. We're going to tell you what they look like, because this is a video and we have to tell you what it looks like. And we're going to taste these things and see what they're about and what they are. Because there's not a lot of things. I don't even know what a hop is. I know that you can have a hop scotch. You can hop to it. And I didn't know you could drink a hop. So there's a sock hop. Anyways, before this train gets derailed even more, let's take a close look at these beers.
Okay. Sweetwater 420 is actually a pale ale. It's actually on the label as an extra pale ale, which really has just got more characteristics as far as pale ale goes. Now, for those of you who don't know, a pale ale is a beer that uses a top fermenting yeast. It also has predominant pale malts. Which really, the pale ale is actually one of the most universal beer styles out there, and due really to the higher proportion of the pale malts that are in the beer, it gives it really a lighter color. What we're going to do, you can't see my face, but you can hear my voice. I'm going to crack this beer open, actually, and what we're going to do is we're going to pour it right here and give a little test right here.
Show me how to correctly pour a beer.
Okay, from what I was taught from one of my bartenders, that makes me sound like a drunk. What you do is you kind of hold the glass at an angle. Now, this may not be the most proper way, so you're going to have some guy on there trolling. But anyway, kind of pour at an angle.
Damn trolls.
I know. And then when you get enough full there, you kind of go up, because you want head, because head is good.
That's what she said.
Wow, I can smell this beer a lot. That's all I got to add.
Oh. And here we go. Nice pour. Yeah.
Well, it's very light in color. The color that it does have is very deep, if that makes any sense. Like, sometimes when you get lesser beers or light beers, they're just like very, very light urine color.
Here we go, Jason.
Alright, well, let's get back and try it. Now it's time for the taste test of Sweetwater 420 India Pale Ale.
Cheers.
Now, I gotta be honest with you, I've had 420 before,
right,
and I really didn't like it, but I think it was when I was very young in my beer tastings.
Right.
I gotta say, this tastes probably at least 2 to 3 times better.
Right.
Than I've had before, or maybe it's usual IPAs I don't really care for, or it's not my go-to beer. But I gotta tell you, this tastes pretty good. Now, what does this taste like to you? Because I don't know anything.
Really, of course, all the characteristics are there. Pale ale, light in color. It's got that really nice hoppy taste. It kind of just as it hits your palate, it just kind of spreads from the front all the way to the back, and it just gives it that nice, just robust flavor and taste. Great smell. Kind of just, it's actually really, I'm kind of biased when it comes to this, but pale ales are really just, they're my favorite beer. I mean, I enjoy and appreciate all beers, good or bad, but really pale ale is where it's at for me. How do you, like, what do you feel like? What do you get out of it when you drink a pale ale?
This one tastes really good. I could see myself, I took a sip of this, I was like, wow, I could imagine myself sitting outside,
Right.
like on a porch swing, just enjoying a beautiful afternoon. That's what I feel like when I drink this. I know right now we're in the fortress of broaditude, but I actually feel like I'm on the porch swing at my house on the front porch.
See, that's the great thing about
this tastes like summertime to me.
Right, and that's what I like pale ales. It's kind of like if you've ever watched Ratatouille, the old man bites into the ratatouille and just brings back that memory of a child. It's just kind of like I get summer year round with the pale ale. So,
well, awesome. Well, we're gonna finish the rest of this off camera. And then we're going to go to, what do you have on tap for me?
Oh!
But it's not on tap. You see what I did there?
Oh, he is a witty guy.
I tell you what, we'll try one that I haven't tried, but you've tried before.
Right.
We're going to show you up close and personal with, what is this?
Magic Hat number 9.
Number 9. All the other ones up to number 9 weren't good enough, right?
I think so.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
That'll be up next. All right, we're back. We're here with Magic Hat number 9. It's not quite a pale ale. I'm going to try my hand at pouring these correctly into a couple of glasses. My buddy Justin here, he's going to talk to you about it. So,
okay, a little thing about Magic Hat number 9. Now, the whole thing behind Magic Hat is it's not quite a pale ale. And in a sense, it's actually really not a pale ale. It's more of an English white, kind of a Belgium. Actually, that's actually not bad.
okay.
First time. Really not that bad. Really quick history, though, about Magic Hat. Magic Hat is actually located in South Burlington, Vermont. They began brewing back in '94. 2 guys, Bob Johnson and Alan Newman.
Bob Johnson?
Yeah, you know Bob Johnson. Anyway, they have 4 year-round brews that they do. They have 4 seasonal, and they've actually dabbled in over 10 specialty brews. A little fact, within the first 10 years, Magic Hat expanded throughout the entire Northeast. Places like New York, D.C., New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Delaware, stuff like that. They bought out a bankrupt brewery out in Florida, which is actually double the size of one in Vermont. And for all of you How I Met Your Mother fans, name of the name drop, from what I understand, this may not completely true, so Mr. Harris, please don't get mad at me when I say this. From what I understand, though, this is actually one of Neil Patrick Harris's favorite beers. So.
Oh yeah, he texted me. It's totally his favorite.
Really?
No.
He tweeted it to you.
All right. Well, this is looking pretty good. It's a little bit more darker than the 420. It's quite cloudy compared to 420 as well. It's very sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of a sweet beer. Now Jason hasn't had a Magic Hat number 9. I have.
I just have unmagical hats like this one I'm wearing. All right, now we're here with the Magic Hat number 9. We're going to try it. If you can see it, which you can with your eyes, I like the label. It's got a big 9 on it, and the bottle cap has a little swirly design so you can spin it, and you may or may not be able to mesmerize people with this. I mesmerize easily. But also on the other side, it's like a fortune cookie. It says, the universe always has other plans. So, there you go.
Yeah, the little thing about those caps, not all of them say the same thing. They all have little different things. Which is really fun, though, which is also kind of bad, though, because Pabst Blue Ribbon has the whole game card thing, and we tried actually collecting a deck of cards, drinking Pabst, and that was a really bad night.
Sounds like a great night. Ooh!
Yeah! I was going to tell Jason, the thing with Magic Hat number 9 is immediately, like, it's almost like, it's really almost indescribable. The flavor really changes on you, the taste is almost different. It almost kind of starts out like a pale ale, but it gets really sweet. Now, I'm about to have a Bonnaroo flashback. This is when I first tried it, last year actually, and I might cry, so don't make fun of me if I tear a little bit, but it's such a good beer.
Wow. I gotta say, I've never had a beer like this before. It's really good.
Just as I remembered.
Like I know what you mean. It kind of starts out like an IPA, but it feels like it almost switches to like a wheat beer to me.
Right.
Like it kind of reminds me of like it tastes like an IPA, but in the end it kind of tastes a little bit like a Blue Moon.
Right.
It's kind of like a shapeshifter. It's a taste shifter.
Nice wordplay. But overall, Magic Hat Number 9 is a really great beer. It's one of my favorite. Yeah, it's one of my favorite summer beers. Okay. It's great for whenever you're wanting to just bro out, barbecue, 4th of July, Memorial Day.
This makes me think of flip flops.
See, I wonder what Magic Hat will make you think of.
Yeah, like the thing is, it's like it doesn't. It's not heavy, but it feels like it's got some weight to it when you drink it.
Right.
I think that's probably because I don't know why. But it's magic. That's why.
Just go with your gut, man.
Yeah, that's really good. And every taste is not the same as the taste you just tasted before in their first taste. I definitely feel like back on the BevNerd show, whenever I had Virgil's root beer, every taste that I had was a little bit different. It feels like it hasn't been filtered, I don't think, because it's a little bit cloudy, and there's room for like maybe different tastes to be in different levels of your cup. And I definitely get that on this. It's very nice. Highly recommended this. This is good. I don't know if you wouldn't want to get a whole bunch of these and just chug them. That would be a travesty.
Yeah, it would almost kind of be like killing a unicorn with a bomb.
Yeah, leave that to the with the natural lights and stuff.
Definitely wouldn't make a great dessert beer. Definitely just kind of chill back. But also something you really want to cherish, because Magic Hat, it is year-round, but really nothing beats it like on a hot summer day. You can't get the same effect in fall, winter, spring. So I'm with Jason. I totally recommend to you. If you're actually looking for something different, you want to branch out, and you're tired of the same old beer, around $8 to $9 for a 6-pack. Yeah, it's kind of steep, but really you're getting what you pay for. And just us telling you, we won't be the same experience, because really it's a different experience for everybody. And it's what makes this beer really the mystery behind it, and what makes it just so amazing.
I agree. Okay, here we are with the Sweetwater Blue. We didn't really mention anything about the history of the brewery itself. In the early 90s... Oh, you can go ahead and start.
Oh, yeah, I'll go ahead.
Okay. Alright. In the early 90s, two college roommates, Freddie and Kevin, went to the University of Colorado. They got caught up with the brewing scene out west, and when they got out of college, they decided to get serious about brewing. And then while in Atlanta, they decided to bring the West Coast style of brewing out there, and the rest, as they say, is
history.
There you go. And Sweetwater's motto is, don't float the mainstream, and that is something we can all abide by. I don't know about you, but I like to go things like the path less traveled when it comes to beverages in general and snacks.
It makes life more interesting.
Things just got fruity in here. If you didn't know, Sweetwater Blue is a light style wheat ale with a hint of blueberry. And guess what, folks? I've had this beer before, and Mr. Justin did not. So,
I have not, actually.
So we're ready to now try this, so stay tuned. It's time to try Sweetwater Blue.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers, indeed. I gotta say, these are delicious.
Wow.
It's a lot lighter than the Magic Hat Number 9 as far as like the consistency. The taste is really good. You get the light wheat ale, but you're here for the blueberry, and you're definitely getting that.
Yeah, especially at the end.
Yes.
Really, you get that blueberry at the very end. Now this really, out of all I know, I've kind of already dropped as far as like a dessert beer. Sweetwater Blue is really actually a dessert beer. You can find most of your dessert beers kind of like a Sam Adams cherry wheat ale, or even the Sam Adams blackberry Wittebeer. Really, this isn't something I would recommend as far as just, hey, I want a pound of 6.
Hey, I'm gonna get drunk.
Yeah, off Blue. By the way, there wasn't a memo to wear blue.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened.
We didn't plan this.
So
I look like I work at Walmart.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, just we'll stop later on and ask, can we help out with some deals? So,
Moss giving me the business eyes. I gotta say, this is like the second Sweetwater Blue I've had in the last week or so. They had this at Mellow Mushroom on tap, and it was very good. But I don't know. I don't know if I would really eat with this either, because you really don't want to mess with this the light blueberry taste. Maybe this is instead of getting like a slice of cheesecake or something, you can just get yourself a beer, because this has the beer that you want, and it also has a sweetness of like a sweet dessert. It's like blueberry pie, but beer.
In a bottle.
Yes. Do you have anything else you want to add? Oh, we failed to mention, what is the alcohol per volume on the Magic?
Magic Hat number 9.
Yes.
Number 9 has 5.1.
5.1.
Now, the ABV on which is alcohol by volume, that is, if I didn't mention that earlier, it is the alcohol by volume in a bottle of beer. It's just a percentage of how much alcohol is actually in it. Sweetwater has, I want to say 4.6. I'm going to kind of cheat and look at the bottle really quick. And yeah, it's 4.6.
You are correct, sir.
You are correct, sir. But yeah, definitely, this is really all of this is just really kind of like to get you out there, kind of try new beers. Really, that's what makes beer so great is it's always just an adventure. You're always out there trying to find something new because I really don't think there is like the best beer. People are like, well, you know, this is my best beer. And that's fine. But you're always going to find something better than that, I promise you. But we're going to finish this off, and I'm totally stoked about this. I've never had Sweetwater 20. I mean, blue. So, so yeah, definitely. This is tasty.
Well, we want to thank you for checking out BevNerd 21 Plus. This was episode 2. If you want to get more information, go to BevNerd.com. There you'll find soft drink and snack food reviews, travel vlogs, and cooking shows. And if you're not fully involved, check us out on Facebook.com/BevNerd and follow me on Twitter at BevNerd. Now, I want to get everybody's comments. You know, we'll take suggestions. No trolls. We're not going over your bridge. But anyways, I want to thank Justin for joining me, and I'm sure that he'll be back for some more brews later in the future. And if you want to send me an email or send me beer, bevnerd@gmail.com, we'll be more than obliged to try it.
Oh, definitely. To all you BevNerdians out there, cheers.
Stay thirsty.